From the On Target Digital Marketing Podcasting Studios in sunny Orlando, Florida, it's the T Squared Tech Talk Podcast with Tom Jelnick and Tom Craig. Ho, ho, frickin' ho. It is Friday. It's the T Squared Tech Talk Podcast. It's a fabulous day. Tom is here. He's not wearing sunglasses. He just slammed down 16 Mountain Dews. How the hell are you?
I got to tell you, I'm ready to roll, Tom.
Are you ready?
I think we're in for a good episode here. Yep.
Are you feeling it? It's been a while. I feel like it's been a while.
Yeah, it feels like it as well, you know, and that's what happens when you have those 4-day weekends in there.
Yeah, 4 days. 4 days with the in-laws, Tom. Am I right? How much whiskey did you drink last week?
All right, so look, I didn't want to go down this rabbit hole, but here's what happened, Tom. Are you ready?
Hit me, man.
I get there. It's Thanksgiving Day.
Right.
It's big game day for me, being a Redskins fan. We're playing the Cowboys, you know, so I made the food 2 days in advance.
Naturally.
Thinking, I'm going to waltz into the in-laws' house. I'm going to sit down and pop my feet up, and I'm going to get to watch my game.
You're going to own that joint is what you're going to do.
Felt like $1 million walking in that door. Put all my food pre-made down on the counter, feeling good about it, and sat down to watch the game.
Yeah.
Tom?
Oh, I can hear it.
Yeah.
I can hear it. It's coming.
We don't have anybody to make the sweet potatoes.
Of course you don't.
Can you make that for us?
The yams, right, Tom?
It's like, great. Okay, so let me go ahead and handle that.
And you did, because you're a great son, Tom.
You know,
you're a stellar guy.
I did my best, Tom.
Right.
But, you know, they had a peeler that I think was originally owned by Genghis Khan, okay? Saying that...
so it had the barbs on it, and yeah.
It was... I think I'd have done better with a piece of paper trying to peel these potatoes. And I'm sitting there, and I got to be honest, I was thinking of you, and all I could think about was, boy... I can't wait to tell Tom about this because this is stuff you can't make up.
Tales to be told, my friend.
You can't make this stuff.
Oh, you'll love this one. You want to hear an in-law story from mine?
But wait, it's not.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Done.
I shouldn't interrupt you.
It didn't end there.
I'm sorry.
The Genghis Khan peeler was not the end. So finally, I get these 8 sweet potatoes peeled, and I'm thinking I'm halfway home. All I need now is a knife.
Yeah.
Do you think I think they purposely hid all of these sharp knives?
Well, because they think you're going to kill them. They must listen to this podcast.
I think you're right, because that's certainly what was going down. But what ended up happening is me almost killing myself. The knives were bending as I'm trying to cut these sweet potatoes.
Circa 1910.
About cut 3 fingers off. I think there was some markings from the Civil War in one of these knives.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got it done, but you know, they certainly are taxing through the holidays, aren't they?
They are, Tom. And did you slip them any NyQuil?
You know, I was working on it, but the sweet potato pie threw me off.
You know, you could make it blueberry sweet potato pie and add some NyQuil in there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you know that blue goop that comes in? You just drop that right. They'll never know the difference. You add a little bit of marshmallow, you're good.
On Thanksgiving Day?
You just text me, my friend. You just say, hey, how do I off them? I'm there for you.
All right.
All right, so I got a quick one.
Please.
All right, so picture this. I actually took the week off. My little angel was home. And I decided, you know, a little bit of R&R, Tom. It'll be nice. But I was bored out of my gourd by Tuesday. Okay. So this is my life as a giver.
All right.
I text the in-laws because we're going over to their house. And I said, listen, I know it's hard. Do you need any help around the house before we come over? I thought I was being the best son-in-law on the planet. You know, the halo was instantly drawn. You know, Jesus came down. We hugged. There was an embrace.
Yeah.
You know, I got a lot of brownie points. So she ignored it. The mother-in-law ignored the text. Didn't get it? No, I don't know. So anyway, 1:30 comes rolling around in the afternoon, and I'm ready to go play video games and screw around. And she's like, I'd like to take you up on that. So you want me to now leave and drive over to your house and do X and whatever.
Absolutely.
Which I, of course, did with a smile, Tom, because that's the kind of guy I am.
Yep, absolutely.
Wants me to clean the back porch. Okay. It's about 2,000 square feet of mess.
All right.
She hands me a broom. And I'm like, do you have a blower? Well, I don't know. We might have a blower. So anyway, we're in the garage looking for a damn blower. I come out with a blower. And you know what she says to me, Tom?
What's that?
Don't get any of it in the pool, please. Because that was my intention, Tom. I was just going to go over there and just raise holy hell with that swimming pool.
Mud hole.
Yeah, I was going to make a mud hole because nothing screams Thanksgiving like a freaking mud hole on your back porch.
I tell you, well, I think the blower was actually hidden next to these sharp knives from my
It was, and this blower was like a Sears Craftsman, 1914 edition, a hand crank, the whole thing.
I think you'd have done better with a table fan out there, maybe.
It would have worked,
Yeah.
right? So that's fine. I'm out there for an hour sweating, doing my son-in-law duty. I said duty. And then here she comes. Did you get underneath the furniture? And then she's out offering all of these snippets and tidbits of things that I could do to help clean the back porch that I've been freaking cleaning for the last hour. Yep. Anyway, yeah, Tom, I'm with you, man.
Right on.
We had a very blessed Thanksgiving, though, and it was nice. And there was a lot of farting. I'm not going to lie. There was farts. There were farts.
Well, I'm happy that it was nice enough down here. We could keep the doors open and the windows were going. So
beautiful.
But you're right. It was nice to get together with the family nonetheless and have good food.
And get rid of them within 4 hours and go home.
It's just so much better. And then watching the game on TiVo because you kind of missed it anyway. And then to find out that your hopes and dreams were shattered because the Cowboys just whipped up on us.
Dashed.
It wasn't a pretty day. So.
Where's Troy Aikman when you need him, Tom? Am I right?
I tell you, where's Joe Theismann? I think he needs to come out of retirement and step up for us Redskins, but that's a whole nother podcast.
It is for another day, Tom, and we will go there, my friend. And I want to give a shout out to Angela, who actually listens to our shenanigans and actually liked it and told us how much she enjoyed it and how freaking hilarious we are. Even Keegan thinks we're funny.
I thought it was funny that Angela, we pay Keegan to think we're funny.
Mm-hmm. That's no lie.
But that's beside the point.
Yeah, right.
Angela, I did
Keegan, your check's on my desk, by the way.
I did love her comment on social media that said comparing the in-laws to the TV. Trust them about the same.
Right.
So
and they suck up about the same amount of real estate. Am I right?
Amen. And energy.
Well,
but
Tom.
that's beside the point.
Listen, there's a little bit of chill in the air.
There is, a little.
And what does that tell us? What's happening?
I hear the jingling in the background of the big man coming down the street.
With that big old sack.
Looking forward to it.
He is dragging his sack right down the chimney,
It is my favorite time of year. Do you know why that is, Tom?
You like to play with sacks?
Because I love cookies.
Cookies.
Yep, and steering clear of sack comment.
Which you did a fine job of.
Just plowed right on past.
Do you like the eggnog, Tom? Do you enjoy it?
No. But when it comes to Christmas cookies, I need the whole platter, Tom.
Yeah.
Not just one or two. I need the whole gamut. Bring them all on.
Well, speaking of Santa's sack, Tom, it's time. We've been waiting for this. I've been so excited to hear your tech wish list for Christmas.
I'm excited about it myself. There are some great new technologies out there this year that I'm hoping that Santa feels that I've been a good enough boy to bring me.
I think you have, Tom. Unless he listens to this podcast, we should be golden. I don't know that we transmit in the North Pole yet.
I have been monitoring our listeners closely, and I've yet to see Kris Kringle on the list.
Or his sack.
Exactly.
Right.
Or, yes. Or Rupo Gijo
or Papa Giorgio.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or any of those. So I think we're fine.
You think so?
Yes, I hope so.
Okay, well, let's start. Do you want to start at the bottom or the top?
Let's start at the number one. You're
going to go right for the kill?
The thing I need the most this year. Absolutely.
Let's do it. What do you got?
I want the GoPro 7 Fusion. Tom, have you seen this device?
No. What does it do, Tom?
Well, as with most GoPros, its primary function is to record the events around you, but they're usually limited to what's directly in front of us.
Okay.
The new Fusion is a 360-degree camera.
That's a lot of in-law coverage.
You can see them coming from any which way, Tom.
In every direction.
That's beautiful.
That is nice.
Right? No sneaking up anymore.
No high res.
Oh, very.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. So I'm excited about that. However, slightly disappointed with their software.
Okay.
Now, Tom, did you watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
I certainly did, Tom. It was a bit chilly, as I noted.
Did you happen to see it on Verizon's coverage with their 360-degree camera?
I don't believe that I did, sir.
So what they provided you was 7 cameras throughout the parade route.
Right.
And you could take your phone, or if you're on a computer, or like most normal people are.
Like a Mac.
Yeah. Well, that would work as well.
Something that does work.
You could take the mouse and scroll around. So you could see the floats coming down the street. You could see them as they're in front of you. You could look up. You could look down, up the street. It was really neat. That's the same technology that GoPro is now delivering with their Fusion, but it's only 2 cameras, one facing forward and one facing the rear. So there's a very fine line that they've done a great job of covering up. So you get that full.
They're really covering up the
vision.
rear, aren't they, Tom?
Well,
you baited me on that one.
I did.
100%.
That was my fault, everyone. I'm sorry.
So proceed.
But no. So then, if there's something coming up from the back, let's say you're in the Sahara, and here comes some wild animal after you,
Right up your back.
you can zoom right in on that one angle,
Right.
and edit that into the video, so it looks like a normal video, not that distorted 360-degree look. So,
And Tom, what are you going to do with this device once Santa drags it out of his happy sack for you?
well, here's the thing, Tom. I like to get out on the ocean.
I've seen that.
And unfortunately, I'm not the good rider out there. We like to get out there on our personal watercraft, but we ride with some of the best guys in the world, and they're always doing these incredible tricks to my left and my right. And so it's all, how do you look in the right place at the right time? So my hope here is that this will be my $1 million video, Tom.
I love it.
Some of these guys doing their tricks
It's going
out
to be
there.
a social media smashing success, my friend.
Let's hope so.
So how much does this sucker retail for, Tom, and where can we pick it up?
Well, they're about $800, but it
Oof.
doesn't stop there, Tom.
You think the in-laws are going to pitch in? Maybe
Well,
buy
I'm
you a
hoping
gift?
my wife is listening to this one.
It's Penny, right?
So that's right. So Penny, if Santa doesn't happen to have that on his list, you might want to take note.
Yeah. Hint, Penny.
Yes, but no, you're going to need the Adobe Premiere software if you get something like that,
Right.
because the software that GoPro provides is pretty clunky.
Okay.
Little antiquated. So if you really want to get that good single angle off a camera like this, you're going to have to consider some other kind of software as well.
Okay.
So something to think about if you're out there and you're like me looking for a 360-degree camera. Something to think about.
All right, Tom. Well, that's a fine object. I don't know that I'm going to put that on my list yet.
No?
You haven't gotten me yet.
Okay, all right. Well, what about the DJI Maverick 2 Pro drone?
That sounds fancy as hell.
Now, that is a drone that you can't even hear coming. The silent
can't?
propellers on that. Well, I'm sorry. That's the next one. I want the silent propeller kit as well,
course.
Santa.
So does Keegan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thumbs up from Keegan.
Exactly. But, it's multiple batteries, a car charging kit, and, of course, like I said, the low noise propellers.
You can charge your car with it, Tom?
I think you probably could.
Interesting.
But usually use the other way around.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
Clarification.
Yep. The unique thing about this drone is that you can use it with your cell phone and point at an object, such as yourself or a friend, and the drone will sit there and follow you around.
Well, that's cool. So it'll stay locked onto you.
Stay locked onto whatever animal, car, bicycle, whatever, and then the drone will stay the footage locked on that as they ride up and down the street or wherever. So it really makes it easy for the operator. They don't have to worry about drone and camera,
Right.
Just the drone. So look out for that on the under the Christmas tree on Christmas morning as well.
Where
for
does
me.
one purchase something like that, Tom?
Best Buy has had some really good sales on those lately, and they range anywhere. The one that we're talking about here, the Mavic 2 Pro, goes for about $2,600.
Oh, is that all?
That's all.
That's chump change,
all.
really.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell Penny here, Tom.
Yeah.
That's the point of this podcast.
Yeah. This is not Penny.
Is that it's
And
not
Tom's a
that
great
much
guy.
money,
He deserves this, Penny.
It doesn't
you
matter
know it. He
if
loves
we have
you.
to sell a car or
I know.
if we can't put one of the kids through college.
Yeah.
What's important is that we get good footage of them on their bicycle.
Yeah, kid schmids.
Exactly.
You take care of yourself first, Tom. And let's just hope Penny is opening her heart to this wonderful message, and think about the benefits she can experience from you having this device.
See, exactly. I love the way you think, Tom.
Yeah.
We see eye to eye on this.
Well, you'll keep an eye on Penny's parents.
Exactly.
That'll be excellent.
The point of the drone, exactly. You
course.
can hone in on their car as it's coming down the street,
Sure.
get a text
Some
notification
call it
that they're
stalking,
on the way.
but I call it surveillance and looking out for their well-being, Tom.
Amen.
Right.
Amen. So,
All right. Well, that's.
and the next one, though, the next one on my list.
What do you got?
This is the big seller because I think Penny might even actually buy into this one.
Okay.
I'm looking for a new I'm sorry. Here I am. I'm so
It's
excited
okay,
about
Tom.
it.
I can tell you're excited. It's okay.
The router with the LTE failover.
So, who doesn't want a router with the LTE failover?
So now what happens is, imagine the hurricane comes through here in Florida.
Sure.
We lose power and internet as we always do, but
Right.
the power always comes back first. The internet seems to take a while.
It does, doesn't it?
It does. But now with the new firewalls and routers that they have out, it will automatically fall over to your Verizon or your AT&T
Oh, no,
account.
Tom, that's fancy. You're getting me very excited.
See, so that's pretty good. Now, you think, well, is that all just for the fact that you can now go to YouTube and watch TV or do whatever? No. The thing is a lot of people don't think about it. As we make our homes into smarter homes with all of these Internet of Things, they don't tie in well when the internet's down, Tom.
They do not, do they?
No, they don't.
No.
And I think I told you about some friends who went home and the power was out and the internet was out and they couldn't get the lights on in the house.
Yeah.
So
That's a big challenge. It's a bit of a challenge.
they thought they were just the coolest people on the block when they got rid of all the light switches in their house and everything was voice activated. But you know what? When the internet was down,
Nada.
nothing. Sitting in the dark. And it was
Wow.
That's the funny thing. So now we won't have to sit in the dark anymore.
No
because
more dark sitting for us, Tom.
this automatically just fails over from your land-based internet provider and goes straight to the cloud and over the wireless airwaves. So
Or is it is it cellular?
it is.
Okay.
It is.
So yeah, it just sucks up your Verizon cell phone
Actually,
bill.
that's the beauty of it. They kind of consider it insurance. What they want from you is $99 a month.
Okay.
Okay. So, and for that, they're betting that you're not going to use that plan 11
Ever,
months
unless
out.
there's a hurricane.
Exactly.
Right. They're pretty smart on Verizon's part.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
So they're going to get $1,200 a month from a bunch of people who will never use that service whatsoever.
But wait, that one day when they need it, Tom.
And $1,200 would be a small price to pay.
Oh, you
to
know what?
get your business
I'd be
back up
having a
and
damn friggin' gaming session over at my house. Like I get every neighbor on the planet over there hooking
I
into
like
this.
the way you think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get my $1,200 worth
we
of
will
data.
create a mesh network through the neighborhood based of our router. I like
Some
that.
call it Nerdfest. I say sticking it to the man.
I
Tom.
love it.
Yeah.
Called making it worth it.
I love it.
Well, good. So yeah, I think that's a fair one at $100 a month. It's just a few hundred for that device, but and it doesn't just matter here in Florida. Anywhere in the country, there's always storms, natural disasters,
Right.
And having that automatic failover. If you're running a small business or a small business out of your home, as
Yeah,
you know,
that's a great
$1,200 a year is a small price to pay for insurance to make sure that you're always connected to the internet.
Yeah, when you can't get to your QuickBooks online and you're cursing up a storm, Tom, or let's just say you're trying to access your bank account at SunTrust.
Oh, see, that again.
I'm
Whole
sorry.
nother
I didn't mean to
podcast.
shift from the Christmas spirit, Tom.
That's almost as hard as saying that I should have a Mac on my list, but
You should- you don't?
Oh wait,
You do.
look at number 9.
What is it?
I want the new Mac Gold.
Which
The Mac
is, I'm not
Gold,
aware of the
it's-
Mac Gold.
Really? You've done the Mac AirBook Gold version? You haven't seen this?
Is
Tom?
it plated in gold, 24K?
I don't know if it's actually 24 karat based on the price that I saw online, but you know what?
How much was it?
I had to ask Santa for it. You know why?
Why?
So I could pass it along to you, my friend.
You were wow.
You know,
I am humbled,
and
it's really gold.
it is.
Wow, as it should
is.
be.
Aren't they all, Tom?
They are.
Aren't they all?
They are.
I tell
Superior
you.
products are typically made of higher quality caliber products.
It's the Christmas season. I'm just giving that to you.
You are a giver. I am humbled.
Yeah. So well,
I think you're full of crap, but
well,
I think it's very kind.
I'm not, but you see, it's located just here on the list below my Dell Latitude with the 32 gig of RAM, the i7 Proc, and the 1 terabyte solid state drive in there.
Change your attitude, change your latitude. Am I right, Tom?
Tell you what,
Or
with
is it- I
that
think
with
it's the
that
other way
computer,
around.
you can
It is.
change anything in the world.
Could you?
I think you could.
Could you
That's-
turn back time, Tom?
You need Cher to do that with you, but you could certainly make that happen.
Go back and visit the in-laws of past.
No, that's not what we would do. Although we might buy some Apple stock. I will say that.
That's a good call.
That might have been a good call back
Yeah.
in like 1984.
When it was amazing and still is.
Yeah. Well, let's leave something to
All right, Bill
discussed.
Gates.
Yeah, but no, the solid state drives these days in
Yeah.
those laptops, the boot up time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just-
listen, my Mac's had that for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ditto, I might add, but mine was a personal upgrade that I did. I didn't buy it
So it
like
didn't
that.
come standard, right?
No, see, that's something you can do with PCs. I don't know if you're aware of this.
you
Here's a
don't-
whole new story for you. For those of you
here
who don't
we
know,
go.
for you Mac users out there, when you own a PC, you can actually do something with it to upgrade it. As opposed
You mean
to
like stick your hands in it and jumble things around and take
add
out parts?
memory and make it faster and add faster drives. But if the Mac goes wrong, you lose a memory chip, guess what? You've lost it all.
That's not true, Tom. You bring that shiny sucker into the Genius Bar, and those geeks replace that memory for you like that.
I'll make sure we add to the comments exactly what happens when you take yours into the Genius Bar.
But here's my point, Tom. Well, you have to, get all up in your PC to make it actually do something.
Oh, something I enjoy, I might add.
I bet you do. You get your hands all up in that. Do you put on gloves?
I go deep, Tom.
I bet you do.
I do.
It's like a prostate exam for a PC right there.
It gets me excited.
I just need you to turn your
it.
head and cough a little bit there, Bill Gates.
Gets me excited talking about it, Tom.
I bet it does.
It just makes me want to get that can of air out.
Yeah.
Blow a little bit of that dust off.
A little bit of Vaseline in there.
Just shine up.
Yeah. Just spit shine.
I know what I'm doing tonight.
I bet you do. Wow.
It's going to be a fun Friday night in the Craig house.
Is it hot in here? So here's the point, though, Tom. When I get that magical Mac, it does everything I need it to do right from the get-go. There's no pulling apart parts. There's no solid state swap outs. Guess what? The damn thing's amazing from the get-go.
But again,
back to the list,
goes
Tom.
wrong. One thing. One thing. Well, that's the heart of my list. The other ones are all extras. We've talked about that Nest security camera here on the podcast before.
Big fan.
And I've got to have a Roomba.
You do.
I do, because I just want to be able to say that I had the first home robot. And I never really thought about that, but that's the first commercial home robot.
It is. It's an amazing device.
And it reminds me of Tobor.
Okay.
I don't know now I know Keegan is far too young to remember Tobor.
I don't know that I remember, Tom.
Being somebody of the Radio Shack era,
okay, guilty.
Might just remember Tobor, robot spelled backwards.
Oh, that was when you wanted to actually build and play with things, right?
Oh, let me tell you.
Yeah. So I had a Mac then.
Oh, okay. So
He's doing the math on the 80s.
I don't
carry the
think
one.
He may have had a Mac then.
Let's see. Was he out of his garage yet? Yes.
But I do remember that robot, and so does my father, because I bugged the living daylights out of my parents for 6 months because of that Radio Shack
You run over
commercial.
the cat, like bounce into the dog.
I still hear that every time I see the word robot.
Yeah.
Tobor is robot spelled backwards.
And folks, Tom doesn't get out a lot.
No, but never did. Never do.
No,
that was my best friend growing up, I'd like to add. Tobor and I. We had a lot
that
of
in your
fun
solid state drive, am I right?
I tell you. Well, and aside from the last one on my list.
What do you got?
Tom, I just want peace between the Mac and the PC users.
Wouldn't the world be a better place?
It would, if we could all just get along, but I just don't see that happening.
You don't? There's always praying, Tom. Maybe it's time to embrace prayer.
It's nightly that I pray for this, Tom.
You do?
I do.
And what's that look like? Like, oh, dear God, baby Jesus, lying there in your infant crib, just please bring me a Mac that I can stick my hands deep into and yank out its guts and get back in there and maybe stick in a PC memory stick and watch it fail?
No, but I must say that I do like the fact that you can stick in a PC memory stick into. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that's just a PC where you can.
Right, because you don't want to put faulty equipment into the Mac.
That's right. Well, and you can't even put memory sticks in anymore. This is my point. What have they done?
Dear Tom.
How are you supposed to upgrade anything?
My dear.
Yep.
Well, I think the point of the Mac is you shouldn't have to screw with stuff like that, Tom. When we open our machines here at work, it's let's get some work done. Let's create something beautiful. When you open your PC at work, it's like, how do I fix this damn thing because it's broken?
No, when they go to turn on the computers at our office, they're just like the light switch. You know what's going to happen.
They're going to break.
There's no surprises.
Yeah, they're going to blow up. So
there you go.
But to your prayer, Tom, I will embrace that. I will light a couple novena candles tonight. I'll pray to the ghost of Steve Jobs. I'll remember Bill Gates and all of his charity for toilets because he's really into toilets. I will embrace this and make this my mission to bring unity amongst the PC and the Mac.
All right. Well, I'm counting on it, Tom. I'm counting on that going into the new year. I'm looking for warmer vibes and just peaceful feeling.
I hope that happens.
Likewise.
I'm a glass half empty type of person, typically, Tom. Full transparency. But certainly with a couple prayers and novenas and sacrifices of goats, we might be able to make something happen.
Well, fingers crossed, Tom.
Yeah,
fingers crossed.
It's all we can do.
And you know what the time it is?
It's time to dig into the sack.
It is, isn't it?
And it could be Santa's sack.
Unfortunately, it's not.
It's not?
Just we're sticking with the old sack.
The same old sack.
Same old sack.
The mail sack.
Yep, that's the one.
Reach deep into our mail sack.
It is time. Who we got today, Tom?
We got Linda from Colorado.
Ooh, Colorado.
Yeah, a little snowy out there.
There's a little bit of marijuana out there, too,
Yeah.
Tom.
Is that what they
do? They smoke the wacky tobacco over there.
We'll have to get back and ask Linda what she's doing out there, because this question certainly doesn't, it leans towards that. It's a little bit wacky without the tobacco. There you go. But Linda wants to know about these 360-degree cameras. She had asked, because I had posted online about this.
Right.
So she was curious about the 360-degree view, and does the mobile device software work to hone in on one view only? Because, see, as with Penny, she doesn't like these cameras because they distort the view in the corners. So the deal is that GoPro software on their mobile devices allows you to tune in to just one aspect of it. Now, there are some other cameras out there. The Rilo 360 camera, which has a little bit better software, isn't quite as clunky. But again, Linda, if you want to really get some good quality video and some good editing out of this, stick with Adobe Premiere, and it doesn't matter if it's on your Mac or your PC.
It works better on the Mac, obviously.
You know what? It probably does.
I'll
give you credit.
It does.
Yep.
100%.
Video editing, absolutely.
Yeah.
The Macs are very powerful devices.
Very powerful devices. Can you say that again, Tom?
And that Adobe Premiere is an incredible tool for video
sorry,
editing.
Linda. Wait, let's rewind that a little bit.
The Macs are very powerful devices.
What I heard was the Mac is the most amazing platform and device on the planet.
I'd be willing to bet that is what you heard.
That it's exactly. I think that's what our listeners heard. That's what Santa heard, and that's what the saint and the novena candles that I'm lighting for this particular prayer. It's all coming together.
If that's what it takes for the Maverick 2 Pro drone to show up under my tree at Christmas morning, then that's exactly what I said, Santa.
That you want a Mac.
I'm sorry.
Tom's getting choked up. He's blushing. He's turning red.
See, it's. I don't think it's red with blushing. I think it's infuriation, Tom. You can't put these kinds of words into somebody's mouth.
You got to know peace,
Tom.
Nice. Just center yourself. We need to find our center. Woo-saw. Say it with me. Woo-saw.
Oh, something.
Better. Okay. So Linda, back to Linda.
So Linda, again, if you want to get out of that fine line on the distortion and the editing on those 360-degree cameras, you want to check out that software. And for all our other listeners, I encourage you next Thanksgiving, check out Verizon's 360-degree coverage of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Yeah, it's fat
amazing.
turkey comes down the road.
It's amazing, the technology and how far we've come from, just a few years.
Yeah, it really helps you see all the angles of the lip syncing going on, Tom. So it's pretty remarkable.
Yeah, that's actually why I enjoyed it, is you don't have any of that. It's floats and balloons only. See?
Very
Nothing
nice.
but happiness.
Very, very nice.
Exactly.
Nothing but it's probably run by Max.
No, because then it would cost too much money. They'd have to take.
Whatever. Did you see all those Ram trucks running up and down there? They're pretty proud of the Ram trucks on that old Macy's parade.
Yeah. They I noticed that from the top on my 360-degree view.
Nice plug, Tom.
There you go.
Hey, Linda, time to change that bong water, and I hope that you've got some valuable tips today about these newfangled cameras Tom's talking about.
Absolutely, Linda, and thanks for listening all the way out there at the top of the mountain in Colorado.
Well, Tom, it's been a special episode indeed, one for the record books. Let's hope that our 22 listeners share this with a friend and got some inspiration for what to ask Santa for Christmas.
And if you're a business owner, don't forget that failover and that router.
I like that, Tom.
Certainly at the top of the list.
Where can people find out more information about what you do and how you can help businesses just conquer the universe?
Advanced System Solutions is the website that they can find us at.
That's a .com, Tom?
That's it.
Gotcha.
And yourself, Tom, they can find you and your solutions.
They can dig us at ontargetdigitalmarketing.com, Tom.
Dig you indeed, Tom. Like what you do for your clients. In fact, some of our clients have recently become yours, and we're thankful for you taking care of them.
It's very special. And, you want to talk about peace, Tom. We're making that happen right now because what's really happening that maybe you're not seeing, your customers might use Macs or PCs. Mine use Macs, and they're coming together as one to rule the world.
There's hope after all.
There is a
isn't
little
there?
bit of hope, and I feel that.
I feel good at it. I feel good coming out of this, Tom.
I'm leaving a lot more inspired than I came in the door today,
Ditto.
Tom.
Keegan, I hope the same goes for you over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Keegan's over there watching Barry Manilow videos again.
All right. Well, I'm off to get some sharpened knives for the in-laws for Christmas.
Do that. Just don't sharpen them on the in-laws, Tom. That's really the distinction.
Note taken.
All right. Hey, until next time, folks, it was a great time at the T-Squared Tech Talk podcast. So glad you tuned in. We'd love it if you'd share it with a friend. And Linda, change that damn bong water. We're out.
This podcast was recorded at the On Target Podcasting Studio.